My turn. Who's next?
Questions for the coach?
You guys decided to keep 3 running backs. It's a pretty young group. What do you like about those 3?
Well, they all qualified. Obviously Booker's the most experienced. He's played some good football for us. His better days are ahead of him. I thought Royce had a great spring and a great summer also. And obviously with 2, he's a special runner, but he also played teams very well. He was L5. He was a gunner for us, so he completed the package for us.
Isaiah McKenzie is the guy that he was on the team, off the team, back and forth a little bit with him, and then Adam Jones. That was kind of when you got Adam, that was sealed his fate a little.
That was tough with Isaiah because you can see the talent. I mean, he made 2 explosive plays in preseason, but he's a young player, and in my opinion, he needs more time. But John mentioned it. For a coach, I'm about now. And right now, I think we got better with Adam Jones as a returner, and adding Adam as an experienced corner. So we got better that way.
So would you say special teams, 10 linebackers, 10 DBs, that's a lot. Is special teams the reason?
Absolutely. Last year we were poor on special teams, and we were very fortunate to draft 2 young backers. We acquired Joseph Jones last year. So those 3 guys are going to be huge for us as core guys. They're going to play on all 4, and having young receivers who can cover kicks like Tim Patrick and Deshaun, that's huge for us because, if you don't play good on teams, you're going to probably lose football games. So that was definitely one of the reasons we kept so many, inside backers. And our young class, we got receivers and defensive backs that can play teams. So that's going to help us.
I don't say impact how you coach, but do you have to be aware you have 10 rookies on a roster and that you
Absolutely, but they're all qualified again. I mean, it's good football players, and young's not bad, especially at certain positions. We're experienced at the right positions. O-line, we're experienced. At quarterback, we're experienced. On defense, we're experienced. At halfback, we're not, but that's a position, we've all seen in the last 4 or 5 years. It's been young guys that's led the league in rushing. Last year we had one in Kansas City, so I think Royce has that kind of ability. He's a mature guy. I think Two's a mature guy. They play well on first, second, and third down. So I have no worries with our young guys. They're all qualified. They're all smart guys. They're all good football players. Happy to have them all.
Would you say there are some guys who just, by the way they played, wouldn't let you move on from them? Thomas, maybe at safety? Or...
Yes. I mean, he definitely earned his way. He was a P squad guy last year that came up late in the year and played well late in the year for us, and came back this year, and he's had a great camp. He played very well against Washington 2 weeks ago as a dime backer for us. He practiced there for 2 days and played for us. So the more you can do, the more valuable you are. He's also a core teams player for us. He's a safety. He plays dime, so he checks boxes for us. So you want guys to make it hard for you. You want guys to say, we cannot let this guy go, and he was one of those guys.
Lacoste versus Parker. Why did you pick Lacoste versus Parker and Austin Traylor?
That was also tough between Lacoste and Parker. I mean, they both, again, had great camps. I think Lacoste, he's a guy that's a good receiver, but he also is a good inline blocker. He played some fullback for us, and he also covers kicks. So when you're talking about the full package for a third tight end, catching the football, blocking, and playing special teams is huge. And Parker, he had a fine camp also, but Lacoste, in our opinion, gives us more.
In your mind, what's Paxton have to do with the number 3 spot?
It's continuing to get better. In my opinion, he played well the last 2 weeks. So I've been impressed with Paxton, how he's handled his demotion. I mean, he's been engaged, he's worked, and having Case around's been good for him and Chad. So I think, keeping 3 quarterbacks for us is a good thing because that position is so important. So if you have a guy you think in the future can be a player, right, you've got to give him time to develop. And that's my opinion on Paxton. Okay, he needs more time, but, we all watched him play Thursday night, right? And I mean, it looked real. Okay, so I think with more time, he's going to be fine for us. But it's an important spot in this league that you can't just let guys go if they have potential there.
Not this roster gives you optimism as you get ready to head into the season, and does that start in large part at quarterback with Case? The difference from a year ago?
Absolutely. Having an experienced quarterback that's won football games is always huge. But to me, outside of the quarterback, our depth, okay, that's exciting. And again, it's young, but we have a lot of guys that can play. Offensive line, we have 9 guys. We have 8 guys that can probably start for us right now. Okay. Defensive backs, we've got 5 safeties. All 5 guys can play for us. All 5 corners can play for us, and you don't worry about those guys going out there. So, I think our depth of this football team is really deep.
Time for a few more for the coach.
Sam Jones versus Cyrus Quanjo.
Well, that's more about position. We have a couple guys as backup that are swing guys. Eli is a swing guard and a swing tackle. So is Billy Turner. He's a swing guard and tackle. So that's rare to have 2 guys who can do that. So if you keep a Cyrus, now it's 3. Okay, so we have 2 guys who can swing inside and out, and we have 2 guys in Sam Jones and Max Garcia who plays center guard. So it's a perfect mix for us. Again, I'm pleased with our backups at offensive line. It's a deep group, and all 9 guys can play for us.
Taylor on the PUP. Where do you think he's going to be ready? He's going to come back midway through the season, and where does he fit into that rotation if he is?
Well, that's the
healthy?
hope. That's the hope. And that's weeks away. So things happen. So we'll see when we get to that point. But right now he's on PUP. He's trying to get healthy, and when he comes back, we'll see.
Last one. Sam Adams, please.
Lance, you mentioned depth, but is team speed something that in the offseason you guys look to try to improve during camp? And if so, does this roster right now reflect an improvement?
I think so. When you get younger, Sam, you get healthier and you get faster. And a young team can work in practice, to get better each day. When you're an older team, it's tough to push those guys week out and week in because it's a long season. But when you're a young team, you do get healthier and you get faster. So, again, I'm pleased with our football team, and exciting times are coming.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you, guys.